Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Jammerit coming to you today with a brand new video, boys, and today we're going through and completing the Messi SBC as well as a few others. So let's get right into the video. So guys, welcome to another video on the channel, and today guys, what we're going to be doing is looking at the new weekly squad building challenges. Let's just go through and have a look at them first and foremost. So we've got 15k XP. This could potentially be worth it, but you know, 76 overall is actually quite steep for 15k. Although it only does require 3 players. If you want to have a look at a few, you know, 74s, 75s, it may be worth it, guys. And you know, putting in a few 76s, depending on what sort of price you are paying. I probably will be doing that one. But as for the other two guys, the ones that give the skill boosts and the coins, they are quite poor in my opinion. The XP one doesn't seem too bad, but this one here, 78 overall for 50 skill boosts. So technically, 50 skill boosts are worth approximately 250k if you go through and purchase them from the store with 20k coin packs. But 78 overall, guys, for 50 skill boosts is not worth it in my opinion. I mean, you're looking at like 400k at least for that one, potentially, you know. And then if you're trading up a lower rated card, you know, you're melting XP into that. So I'm not sure if like these are very well worked out in my opinion whatsoever. I'm not a big fan of them whatsoever. And then 77 overall, and you get only 150k, guys. That's really bad in my opinion. If we go through and have a look at, say for example, a 76 overall and a 77, let's see what the lowest price 76 overall is. I mean, this is just considering without training and just picking them up straight off the market. So let's see if we can find any 76 overalls under 80k, just as an example. Let's see here. So they are under 80k quite comfortably. Let's try 65, see if we can find any under 65. So you guys can see there's around, you know, like 60k for a 76 overall, and you also need a 77 as well. And you know, with XP being so expensive, guys, you probably do just want to pick them up at their, you know, current level. But this one is honestly, I think it's really bad. It's really bad. For 150k, you're like, it's losing stuff unless you've obviously got untradables. Like, as you can see here, you could pick up like 2 77s, like the Versatech ones, because they're the cheapest ones at the moment, around 80k. I mean, 2 of them, that's 160k, and you need 3 players. Not worth it, guys, not worth it whatsoever. Unless you've got, you know, untradables, but not many people would really have untradable golds. You know, they're quite rare in the game. Maybe from quite some time ago, but use them for something else, guys, because for 150k, it's not worth it. Now, let's look at the 3 players for this week. Now, one thing I do like about these SBCs, guys, is that, you know, you don't have to do anything prior. You can just jump into them and do them straight away. So that's one improvement. You know, like last week, for example, the David De Gea, like his first node, it was a really bad SBC, but then his second one was quite nice. Also, guys, another change with regards to the weekly SBCs. It looks as though, you know, you don't get any side rewards with them, so it's only the player and the SBC points. So we're going to go through and have a look at all 3 of them and then show you my teams. So I don't think we're going to be doing Rafael Marquez, the ex-Barcelona legend and Mexican legend as well. But guys, we did have some players on our bench. You know, we got the Guardado from when we opened up those 250 gold players from the Versatech tournament, or from the weekend tournament, I should say. You know, Corona as well. You can use Dos Santos, Ochoa. You may want to actually go through and train up a lower overall team, or a lower overall player, sorry, if you are considering doing this. Also, another good thing about this, guys, is that the players aren't required in their exact position. So you may want to do this, but for me, for an 82 overall, 78 overall team, it's not really worth it, guys. Although he is a legend, you know, he is a legend. I'm going to probably pass on him, but just have a look on the market, guys. He does have the composed boost as well, which could make him very good, although his speed doesn't look as though it's the greatest. However, he is only 82 overall rated. Now, the 2 good ones this week, guys, in my opinion, are the Vogt and the Messi. So let's have a look at this one. This one is actually relatively worth it in my opinion. Only an 80 overall, guys, for an 86 overall, and only 5 players. I think that that's really good value. And on top of that, he is a really tall defender. He's like a giant. I used to have his gold his gold base version previously when I was playing like at the start of the season on my main account. Today we're on my mini account, just going through a few solutions. But yeah, he's a really tall defender, and he does have aggression boost. I'm not sure, guys. I think that he could potentially be, you know, if you don't use him, still an 86 overall base card is very good for upcoming SBCs. So regardless, guys, I think that if you've got the resources, you may want to consider doing him because he is a nice card, and then in B, you know, you can use him as SBC fodder in the future. Now, it's completely up to you if you want to, you know, train up a few golds and, you know, or, you know, potentially pick up a few elites. But this is what we got. We pretty much packed all of these cards from the gold player pack, so we're just putting in some XP and some extra coins, as well as those 3 team hero players there, the Rafinha and the 2 goalkeepers. So that's the team that we are going to be using. And if we go into the market and actually have a look at like 87 overall center backs as an example, just to sort of get like a value of, you know, what he's worth. Let's just see if we can find any under. Let's try 1.5 million coins. Let's just go into position. We'll go into center back. So, you know, if you can find one under 1.5 million coins, that's fine. You probably want your budget to be under that. But anything under that, guys, is really a plus. So there you can see there's no center backs under 1.5 million, and that SBC is definitely cheaper than 1.5 million coins, guys, any day of the week. So, you know, you're looking at like 1.6 to 1.7 for, you know, an 86 overall center back. So if you can do the SBC, you know, which you can easily under that amount, 100% worth it, guys. I'm really happy with this SBC. I think that it's really good value. Just, you know, for the future as well. You know, like I said, for potential SBC fodder. And there's no stipulations. There's no exact, you know, position requirements, which is absolutely fantastic. And only an 80 overall, so you can use, you know, 3 80s and 2 79s. So we are going to go through and claim this, guys. Great SBC in my opinion. And then we're going to go on to the highlight of the week, that being the rivalries Messi, guys. But here he is, 86 overall Vogt. And we get 3 SBC points as well. And I will be doing this on my main account. I'm just doing it on my mini account at the moment, guys. So there we go. 86 overall Vogt. Let's go through and have a look at the Messi SBC and then end off the video. So guys, here we are back, and this is what we are going to be using for the Messi SBC, guys. So it requires 85 overall with 10 exact players. Once again, guys, they don't need to be in position, which is great. You know, 3 Barcelona players and 3 Argentinians. So this is the team that we've got. Now, we packed Bartels and Valeri on this account during St. Patrick's Day. So, you know, it's so hard to sell cards. I just thought, you know, why not? I'm just going to use them. I mean, I don't think I could sell Bartels or Valeri for very much anyway, because the EA market bot is still completely messed up, guys. And, you know, pretty much Gerson is unsellable. You know, Selke is not worth selling for what he'll sell for. Same with Bernardo Silva and Tolisso. Now, for the 3 Barcelona players and the 3 Argentinian players, if you want, guys, you know, you can consider picking up Angel Di Maria. I'm just using Pastore here because, you know, he was on my bench. I just had him on my mini account's bench, so I just thought I'm going to use him. But it may be best if you pick up Angel Di Maria, 83 overall. You know, if you want to try and get one on bid for cheaper, go through and do that as well. But what I thought to myself is that, you know, if this SBC is, you know, under 5 million coins, which I think it easily is, considering, you know, I've got some untradables there. Also, if you don't have the likes of Semedo, which you may not if you are newer to the game, you may want to just go through and have a look at Jordi Alba. He is quite expensive though, so you may want to consider other options and potentially picking up like a gold Barcelona player. If we just jump onto the market and have a look at some gold players, guys, from Barcelona, it's ultimately up to you, like sort of which route you take. Obviously, with the price of players, XP is very expensive, so if you want to save on XP, pick up a high rated card, potentially an elite. But if you don't mind giving up some XP, you may want to look at low rated golds. It's really up to you, and it's up to your situation to make that decision. So let's just have a look at some Barcelona golds. They are pretty much very expensive at the moment due to the Messi SBC, because it is great value for an 85 overall. The only thing I don't like about this week's SBCs, guys, is just the really strange first 3 nodes. I don't really understand why they're so expensive, and you don't really make anything off them. I'd much rather them be incorporated into, say, for example, the Messi SBC or the Vogt SBC or the Marquez SBC, but I do like the fact that they are standalone, guys, that they are standalone. So there's some options there, you know, if you want to go through and pick up a Barcelona card like 77, 140, 150, but Paulinho was like 220, 230, so I just used him, and also Semedo and Umtiti from campaign. But let's go through, guys, and claim up that Messi. Yeah, definitely worth it, guys, and to be honest, like, for me, Rivalries Messi is probably one of my favorite strikers in the game. There's something about him that just makes him absolutely sublime. So if you don't have him, guys, and you know you are looking for that striker and you do like left-footed strikers, I highly recommend him. But obviously it's up to personal preference, and it's really up to you at the end of the day. But this is the team that we are submitting, guys. Like I said, the elites, I'm not too angry about submitting because of the state of the market. It's so hard to sell stuff at, you know, decent value. So just slowly but surely using up my bench. And like I said, this on my mini account. On my main account, I'll probably use some of the rivalry players from, you know, the initial time when they did come into the game, and, you know, do the SBC that way. But just wanted to give you guys some options, and yeah, pick up another Barcelona player if you don't have Semedo. But other than that, guys, let's just go through and claim this Messi and then end off the video for today. What are your thoughts on the SBCs, guys? Do you like them? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Also, did you pick up Messi? Even if you don't want to use Messi as, you know, your striker, he can be good for potential rank up fodder in the future. As we get the slow animation there, guys, and there it is, guys. Memories of an absolutely fantastic promo in the form of an SBC. And this is Jammerit signing out for the day. Thank you all for everything, and peace.